Hello, everybody. Tracy, Mrs. JDog Flanagan with you here today. I'm the co-founder and senior vice president here at JDog Brands. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Tactical Treasures podcast powered by JDog and Vet TV. Our podcast gives veterans, mil spouses, active military members, and military family members a voice in the veteran space to speak about their service, how they're affecting their communities post-service, and they share with me a tactical treasure that has helped shape their journey in their military career, business, or life. Today, I'm very excited to have with us Haley McClain-Hill, who is an award-winning entrepreneur, two times former NFL cheerleader, and United States Air Force veteran. Her two companies, Torch Warrior Wear and Seek and Set Free, have partnered with companies such as AAFES, the Atlanta Falcons cheerleaders, and the 49ers Gold Rush cheerleading team. She recently won the 2022 Veteran Shark Tank Pitch Competition, where she received a $50,000 grant. She is also now the 2023 Founders Live Minnesota Pitch Competition winner. And finally, we caught her getting a deal on ABC's Shark Tank Season 15. She has been invited to speak at multiple military-focused events such as the NYC USO's Fleet Week Military Influencer Conference and the Joint Women's Leadership Symposium. She has cheered over 100 NFL and collegiate football games and gives back to the cheer and dance space by offering workshops at academies and pro cheerleading team retreats. She advised startup franchise brand companies, led over 300 plus airmen while she was a first lieutenant in the Air Force, and even has appeared on the game show Beat Shazam. Haley believes in fearlessly seeking what sets your soul on fire and inspiring others to live their dream lives. Hello, Haley. I am so excited to have you on. We have so much to talk about. Welcome, and thank you for your service, ma'am.
Tracy, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited to talk to you. We have so much fun stuff to talk about, but I would like to first talk about what inspired and led you to join the Air Force.
You know, Tracy, it actually started from my grandmother. She did 20 years in the Air Force and has always been
Wow.
yes, she is a rock star, lived all over the world. And when college came around, she basically said, Haley, why don't you look into this ROTC program thing? They can pay for your school. You just have to do 4 years after, and then you can decide if you want to stay in or not. And I was like, why not? If you can do it, I can do it. And we went for it.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's really neat. What an incredible inspiration she was for you
Yes.
to get you started with that. So I know you had probably a lot of aspect moments in your during your service that were good, maybe bad, or but is there one thing that stood out to you as having a positive impact?
Absolutely. When I first commissioned into the Air Force, I was a gold bar recruiter. So they required us to go into the cities and recruit in all of the areas of the cities that don't really see Air Force officers. So I was like usually the
Sure.
first Air Force officer they've ever seen. And then a lot of the times I was the only female and the only minority female Air Force officer they've ever seen. So it was really impactful and really showed me how awesome it is to just show up, make a difference, and show other kids that this is an avenue that you can explore and it will be so, so positive for your life.
Wow. Wow, that's really neat. So how long did you serve?
I served for 4 years on active duty.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Mhm.
that's incredible. So you're doing a lot of things, incredible things post-service, including starting Torch Warrior Wear. So I have to tell you, when we were at the 2022 GPVN Veteran Shark Tank
Yes.
and you pitched this Torch Warrior Wear, I could totally relate to it because I spent like 9 years in the first responder space in EMT,
Yes.
riding ambulance, and I'm a small woman. I'm like five
You
foot.
are.
I weigh. Back then I probably weighed, I don't know, 103 pounds. Weigh a little bit more now, not that much, but still, I was very petite and they even had to have my fire wear, like, when we go to car accidents, we have to put on that bunker gear with
Yes.
the hats and everything.
Yeah.
I had mine specially custom made for me,
Yes.
but I'll never forget my uniform, like hemming the BDU pants, and I mean literally cutting the shirts so they weren't down to my knees because we had to wear them tucked in and everything.
Yes.
It was a struggle. So I
Yes.
loved your idea. And so
Yeah.
tell me, what led you to come up with this torch warrior wear? It's a great concept. I love it.
Thank you, Tracy. I think, just exactly like what you said, women are in these career fields that are predominantly men, and that's okay. But we are here now, and we need uniforms that help enhance our performance because we are just as in there. And in order for us to feel confident and to show up 100%, our clothes need to fit. And it's just the basic
Right.
necessity,
Right.
I'm like, I just want
Yeah.
to be able to wake up and put something on. I'm like, this fits me. So I really, it just came from that pain point as how you felt it. I was waking up, tucking in my shirt. It was always baggy. I was uncomfortable, and I couldn't be the best officer that I wanted to be because I felt uncomfortable. So I just decided, hey, if no one else is doing this, I might as well just go for it. And I'm just really happy that the other women love it and appreciate it because I was in their shoes too.
Right, right. So you originally developed this for the military women, but I think so you're getting into the first responder space now, right?
So we do have women who are nurses and EMTs who do wear our products, but I think with starting a business and as you understand with what you guys are building, with J-Dogs and everything, it's like you have to kind of stay in this niche as long as you possibly can because then
Sure.
you can go deep instead of wide. And so I really want to make a huge impact in the military space. I think that is my bread and butter. That's where I'm most passionate about. And so our products can definitely be worn by other women, but you will notice we stick very near and true and dear to women who wear the uniform.
Right, right. I love it. That's great. Shark Tank. How Jerry and I got asked to go on Shark Tank actually
Really?
for yeah, years ago, back in, like, I don't know, I think it was 2016, just as we were kicking off JDog. So
Wow.
they had asked us for the veteran, when they do that veteran time in November, they feature veteran businesses. So we were actually asked to go on, and the paperwork was insane, and our
Yes.
lawyers looked at it and said, no. So we said no,
Right.
and but you went through, and you did a great job on Shark Tank, though. I mean,
Thank
they
you.
were firing questions at you, and you were just boom, boom, boom. You were like a machine. Um,
Thank you, Tracy.
so how did that come about? Did somebody approach you, or did you find them and put in an application? How did that whole process come about? And
You
what
know,
was it like?
you are way cooler than me, Tracy. You and you guys got approached because I just applied. I applied online and I literally heard back from the producers probably about a month or two later and they said, "We want to continue moving you along the process." And I said, "I think this is an opportunity for me to grow my brand and have that national exposure and as a clothing brand,
Yeah,
that's half the battle right there for people to know who you are." So, I
right,
went for it and of course I wanted a deal so bad and I was preparing and I actually wanted to I went in there thinking that Emma was going to do a deal with me. Emma Greed was one of our guest sharks, and she is the co-founder of Skims, and I was really excited to meet her because obviously I'm building a clothing brand. I thought there was opportunities for collaboration
right.
there. And when she pulled out, I didn't think I was going to get a deal. I did not think that I was going to do it. And then Lori came in and swooped me away, and I am just so grateful for her. And I think there's obviously more room for for growth and expansion and potential for collaboration with Skims in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, Lori was uh she she's a rock star. I mean, she has so much exposure with QVC and everything.
Yes,
So
I know. I love
now
her.
did you I'm interested. So did you get to meet the sharks
Yes.
before? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no, 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 no. I'm sorry. Nope,
No.
didn't.
Oh,
No, you walk out there and that's the first time you see them.
oh wow. So they have no idea. So it's just like, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Well, you you did an awesome job and you got a deal, and
Thank you.
what an incredible way to get exposure for your brand. I mean, I even think anybody that goes on Shark Tank, it's just, I mean, whether you get a deal or not, the fact that you're in front of millions upon millions of people, it's
Yes.
just, it's huge.
Yes.
So, so
Me
did
too.
you notice like an influx of website traffic afterwards and everything?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's funny because the East Coast, because you can see on your website where the traffic's coming from. The East
Hmm.
Coast was rocking. Like they are diehard Shark Tank fans over there. You could tell like as soon
Right.
as the episode came out, it was like up 2000% from
Wow.
all of our normal traffic. I was like, the East Coast absolutely loves Shark Tank, and then the West Coast was a little bit slower. I think we're all probably
Yeah.
just like relaxing or chilling, whatever. But it was cool to see the influx from the East Coast come in. I was like, this is awesome. So my
Yeah.
people,
Oh,
because I'm
wow.
from Pennsylvania, so I'm like, I love the support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello,
Definitely.
viewers and listeners. Are you a military veteran or military family member and looking to own your own business? If so, go to jdog.com and check out our two veteran focused franchises, JDog Junk Removal and Hauling and JDog Carpet Cleaning and Floor Care. Our franchisees nationwide are always looking to hire fellow veterans and patriots. JDog is the world's largest military franchise system with hundreds of locations nationwide. We are nearly 90% veteran owned with the goal of reducing the veteran unemployment rate to under 1%. Check us out. Go to jdog.com to learn more. Now, back to the podcast.
I mean, your whole thing is you want to make Torch kind of a brand. So I think you're doing a couple other things. You have a book.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Of course. So I have been a big nerd my entire life. I've always loved to read. And when I launched Torch, I've always kind of kept a little journal of lessons learned and how I built this baby and to get from, zero to Shark Tank. That's kind of what I wanted to give back to, any girl out there who is exploring entrepreneurship, who wants to look into building their own clothing brand. I just think I really wanted to give like my roadmap and just give that back to anyone who's interested in it. So I'm excited for it.
That's great. That's great. How long ago did you launch your book?
It's still in pre-order. So we are still in the
Oh,
editing
okay.
phase. Yes. And you can pre-order it on my website, HaleyMcClain-Hill.com, but it will be available in about 6 weeks.
Okay. Awesome. I love it.
Yes.
Okay. So
Are you going to write a book, Tracy?
now,
You need to write a book.
I know everybody tells Jerry and I that we need to like write a book.
Yeah.
Our life, it's been a roller coaster, so, I mean, JDog was founded out of bankruptcy and from a retail business that failed. And you just never know what this life is going to, deal you. But,
You
you
get,
work with what you have. And everybody has told us we should write a book, but I don't
yes.
know. We're not there yet.
Look,
But
you are there. Yeah, we would love to read that. We would. Everybody listening is like, write the book, please.
anyway, so let's dive into your tactical treasure. I am really interested to hear what you're going to share with us today.
Okay, so my tactical treasure starts with really diving into who you are. I want to speak to women specifically here. I think a lot of the
Mhm.
times we second guess ourselves. And if you can tap into your intuition and really lean into that, nothing else really matters. I just talked with a cadet at West Point. I just got off the phone with her, and she was asking me about a business idea that she had, and she's like, "I just don't know. I feel so fearful. Like I don't know if people are going to receive it." And I'm like, "How do you think it's going to go? What do you feel inside of you? What do you think?" And she's like, "I think it's going to be amazing." And I said, "That's all you need." So I just think my
Yeah.
tactical treasure is to tap into your intuition and believe in yourself because that's all that really matters.
Yeah, that's I love that. That's a great tactical treasure and a word of advice all in one. So, what what advice would you have for your fellow veterans who may be struggling with life and finding purpose post service?
I think you have to embrace the feeling of independence. I think you kind of will try to tie yourself to something immediately after you get out because you are craving that community. And I do
Right.
think it's important to find other communities that resonate with you. But I truly do think that you make the uniform, and you will continue to make. If you join another organization, you have so much value to bring, to never forget that. And also, if you want to start your own business, building your own identity, even if it fails, right, Tracy, right, if it fails, you learn
Yeah,
so much
right.
about yourself, and then you can maybe transfer that into another business or another job opportunity. And so I would just say it's embracing the fact that you bring so much to the table. You have to believe in yourself 100%. In any situation, you're going to be successful. And to just apply yourself and to continue moving forward. I think also we get so stuck in the past of our past success. It's really easy to think like, oh, I was so good then. How can I be great in the future? And you have to tap out of that. You have to think, my future is so bright. I have so many amazing things to look forward to, and to just continue applying yourself and pushing yourself in different situations that you never have, applied yourself before. And it's just truly believing in yourself of how valuable you are.
I think that's great advice. And I think, like you said, I think as women, we second guess ourselves, you know, um, and,
Yeah.
uh, and I think sometimes, we may struggle with confidence and, especially being a woman and being in the military and I think it's the same with any veteran. You get a sense of identity, right? And it's now I'm not wearing the uniform anymore. Now what's my identity? Like now who am I? Or, so I could see how, that could be a struggle. But if you believe in yourself and you're confident in yourself and you take those next steps, you know, um, the uniform doesn't identify you. You're still you, I guess. So
Yes.
that's great advice.
And you have to know, like you said, your life is a blank canvas. In you can build your own identity. That's the best part. It might be nerve-wracking, you could be nervous. It's just all about shifting your mindset away from nerves to excitement, and seeing your future and saying, the future is, I can create my own identity. I can create anything that I want to create. Take back the control of your life. Stop letting other people control your life. It's your life. Take that back and do what you want to do.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that's great advice. You have so much going on. You have the book that's coming out. You have the Torch Warrior. Where can people go? Is there like a one-stop shop where people can go to, you know, check out the book when it's ready, to pre-order or when it's ready to be purchased,
Yes.
and where can they buy the Torch Warrior wear, connect with you?
Yes, you guys can go to HaleyMcClainHill.com. Super easy.
HaleyMcClainHill.com. Okay, great. And is the Torchwear website? Is that where they would purchase?
Yes,
Or there are links from the Haley McClain Hill
there are
dot
links, but you can
com.
also go to torchwarriorwear.com.
You're amazing. I am so glad for everything that you've accomplished
Thank
since
you.
I met you in 2022. You're doing awesome. It looks like Torch Warrior Wear is, I think it'll be a brand, and I can't wait to watch how everything goes and to see your trajectory. I think it's going to be awesome.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much
Tracy.
for taking the time for coming on.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Hopefully, we'll be creating some stuff that's worth watching, right?
Yes,
Very exciting.
always.
Thank you for your support for everything. J Dog, Jerry, you. I mean, you guys are just diehards, and I'm so thankful. We're like family at this point. So, thank you.
Oh, well, truly. I feel the same way about you too. You're a rock star girl.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much for coming on and sharing everything.
Of
We'll talk
course.
soon. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.
Hello, viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Tactical Treasures Podcast. We've just finished up an amazing conversation with Haley McClain-Hill, who is an Air Force veteran and the founder and CEO of Torch Warrior Wear, which is a direct-to-consumer military apparel brand tailored specifically for the woman warrior. The mission is to celebrate and empower these courageous women, providing them with clothing that enhances their identity and performance every day of the year. The products are more than just apparel. They solve a problem of uniform wear for the women in the military. These women warriors need to be in uniform all day, every day. The problem? They are typically made and crafted for men. Torch Warrior Wear are bodysuits that are a blend of technical advancement and style, crafted for comfort and durability. All bodysuits, short sleeve and long sleeve, are military approved. For example, each branch color and length of sleeve. Understanding the importance of a uniform beyond its basic function has led to Torch's philosophy that what you wear significantly impacts how you feel and perform. Haley has also authored a book, Light the Torch, which will be coming out soon. The book embarks on a transformative journey as Haley McClain-Hill unravels the intricacies of building a successful clothing brand, weaving together practical insights and inspirational anecdotes to guide aspiring entrepreneurs through the dynamic landscape of fashion and business. You can find out more about Haley, purchase the Torch Warrior Wear apparel, and pre-order her book on the website torchwarriorwear.com or HaleyMcClainHill.com. To reach out to Haley directly, you can find her on LinkedIn, Haley Marie McClain Hill. Again, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, you can find Tactical Treasures podcast on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms, as well as Vet TV. We are now airing on Reese Across America Radio on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you missed that, please join us again on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern for the encore. You can also find Reese Across America Radio on the iHeartRadio app, the Odyssey app, and the TuneIn app. We are also proud to share that our JDog Foundation is a Reese Across America sponsorship group. For each $17 Veterans Wreath you sponsor, $5 goes directly back to the JDog Foundation, whose mission is to prevent veteran suicide and heal veterans' mental health and PTSD. You can donate right now at reaseacrossamerica.org/JDog. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again on another podcast real soon. Bye bye now.